So I convinced Stanley to come on this hike with me. And he hasn't seen the trail yet. I have been on part of it. What amazes me is that it's right behind our house. And 13 years living here, I never knew this trail existed. And I found a neat little plateau spot where we can sit in the trees, listen to the birds, have a bit of a lunch.
I know where that trail is now. I know
Yeah.
the entrance to it is.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
was
know the
sitting
entrance.
The other day, we
But-
saw them coming out of the trail.
Right.
Good or not, we're not going around to that other place where the undergrowth's like this and
No. Anyway, stay tuned. Right. Set up chairs. Set up chair.
going back, we're going to go that way.
Yeah. I think it's more level. I just have to figure out how to come into it. I don't know how to do that yet.
Well, if we go out of it, we'll know how to come into it.
Oh, ooh, pinched me.
You understand? If you go out of it, you'll know how to come into it.
Well, I came out of it the other day and I couldn't find it today, so
It must be somewhere close to
I'll
the
just
other
pay
end.
more attention. Oops, one more. Oh, look,
Ooh, is it
pinched my
stuck-
finger.
Is it stuck in there?
I pinched my finger. Oh well. We don't really need the yellow umbrella, do we?
Not there, I don't think.
I'll get some bug spray on us. See that they're like, oh, people, let's get the people. May I spray thee? Aye. The words are on this side. There you go.
And there on the front.
Yeah. I'll do this one. Hold the tab. Hold the tab. Whoop. Nothing like putting it down on your foot, eh? Aw. Look at that. More wounds.
Is there like a thorn in there? Or is it just something in the nose?
No, it pinched the skin so it's bleeding under the skin. Lavender stuff on your arms. Close your eyes. Don't breathe in. Other arm? Okay.
What are you doing?
Should be good now. You want your ankles done? I almost missed the smell of lavender. It's lavender and coconut oil. Can't be ingested. Wouldn't be fun. Alright, so for starters, one for you, one for me.
I don't know.
And I need a tissue. You have to put tissue in there? Yeah, it's a bit tricky, eh? There is an opening at the top, so there we go. Look. Here, I'll switch. It helps to have good fingernails. Oh. Tea.
Thank you.
We have pockets on the side of these chairs. You can put your tea or whatever on it. I'll just hold it. Yeah, so I thought the tent could go right here. It's level enough.
The issue is going to be getting the tent in here and all your stuff. That's an awkward spot to come through.
I know.
Unless you're going to find that other way in. Like however we get out here, there's got to be a way in.
It would have to be carried.
What?
Well, whatever you bring in has to be carried in.
Like the rest of us.
The only thing that would scare me about staying in here by myself, let's say, is at nighttime there's coyotes, there's raccoons, and there's fox. I don't know if there's anything else.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, I won't do it. I'm too scared to do it. But
Not-
a daytime thing is not, because none of them would be up during the daytime. And then it's one happy robin. One happy bird.
Somebody's having a wonderful singing time.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was like this.
Yeah? You like? Why?
It's too hard to get into. I don't think you should risk your neck to get like this. And then you have to haul it all out before dark, long before dark.
Oh, you mean like the whole camping thing? Yeah.
See, well, to me, you've heard the birds for a good while, you've looked at the trees, then it's it, you're done.
Well, you walk the rest of the path, right?
The rest of the path,
Hike the path, yeah. This is not the end of it. I don't know where it goes. I haven't been that way yet.
but we're going back.
Before we go back, I may go that way just to find out where it goes. I promise I won't go down any hills.
What are you going back there for?
I just want to discover the path.
I'm sure it could go on and on for miles like this.
No, I can't. How could it? I'm out to Montgomery.
Oh, there's a big gully down in there.
So that fella and his parents walked this, and that's how I found out about it. So they had to have come in from some angle somewhere, and those were elderly parents, maybe a bit younger than us. I'd like to know where they entered in on. They were smiling when they came out.
But they look like they're really steady hikers and they've done a lot of it.
What gave you that impression?
Just the gear they had and the way they were
They
confident.
just had a small backpack. They were dressed for Canada Day.
Anyway, what I'd like you to do is get me out to a place I know, and then you go for your hike.
Why wouldn't you just sit here and wait for me?
I hate waiting because then if you don't come back, say something. No, say you had a fall. Then I don't know about it at all, and I don't even know how to get out of here.
But you have
So I
your
want
phone?
to find what?
You have your phone?
No, I just took it off charge.
Well, there's my phone. Anyways, it's not going to happen. I think it's probably 5 minutes there and then back.
No, I mean you could slip in one of those things, and
I am not afraid of those things.
it's not a matter of being afraid.
But
It's a matter
you
of
know-
what could happen.
I think what you do is you're out on an adventure. You're not going to be silly. There is a path that people have walked on. You take precautions. I just don't live my life thinking, well, what if I fall down the hill? You know, I
Yeah.
just keep thinking, I can do this. I can do this.
I don't think that either, but when I come to the thing, then I say, well, got to be pretty careful.
Exactly. So you take precautions and you do stuff. But I don't like saying to myself, this is not going to happen. I'm not doing it.
If I had known it was like this, I wouldn't have come. I had no idea.
No, that's too bad. I thought you would like it.
I can't help it. It's just when I see some stuff like that, anxiety kicks in. I'm sorry.
You realize you're on camera.
Hey,
You're on camera.
you could always edit it out. Sorry, I should be quiet, but I would like to have the directions, and then I'll come back and wait for you. Can't be that far.
That way just takes you out to the meadow, the tall grass, waist high. You're walking in the full sun.
I'm feeling better. I got it talked out a little bit.
I just like being in nature. I could easily, if I could figure out how to get it here, just pitch the tent here and read a book, sit and enjoy the birds, just being here and the trees. Trees tell you a story. You look at that tree over there, it tells you a story.
And that one was bent.
Like that tree tells a story with all the branches, and then there's these little knobs where some dead branches have fallen down. If they could talk, they'd tell you about the wind and the storms and the birds and maybe the coyotes and the fox and the... What else do we have in this neighborhood here? Raccoons.
I don't know.
Who knows what else? Well, my idea was just to come up here. Ever since I first discovered this path, I go to bed at night thinking, I'm going to be in the trees. I'm going to go in the trees. And thinking about when I was going to do it and how I was going to do it. And then today I actually got lazy and tired and didn't want to do a tent. So I just thought I would just come up here and sit down and enjoy it. And show Stanley what I'm dreaming of.
She's a dreamer, and she actually helps me to see the dreams. But she's the leader for sure.
Of that.
And so what?
The leader of that, yeah.
And she's got this thing about no fear. I don't think there's anything that she actually fears. Although if she thought about it long enough, she might say, well, let's make a correction here.
You asked me a few weeks ago what was my biggest fear, and I've been thinking about that, and I don't know what that is, which I guess is a good thing. I don't like spiders. Look, there's one coming down right there. Right here. Look. Right where my finger is. It's a spider.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
And he's just doing his thing. He's going back up now. He took a look at us and said, that's it, I'm out of here. I don't like bees, but I'm really not afraid of bees. And I don't have a lot of contact with bees, so that's good. But what's your fear?
My fear? Oh, dear. Well, one of my fears would be to lose your bearings and be lost. Be by yourself and darkness falls. That, if you want to be honest about it, that would be...
Because that's happened to you.
Except there wasn't the darkness part.
No.
I got out in daylight, waded through a swamp up to my waist, and only knew how to get out because going in, I'd seen the hydro lines where they went across the swamp. Then I got back to where I could see them, so then I followed them backwards. And I got out and went home, soaked to the skin, had a rifle. I was actually going in there to see if I could shoot some small game, and I had to hold the rifle above my head as I got out of the swamp. And I had no clue where I was until I saw those wires. That was it. But that put kind of a scare in me, which I've been able to mostly control it. But as I get older, I'm finding it's raising its ugly head. That's being dead honest. I don't hate things as a rule. I don't really hate anybody except the extremists. I like Susie. She helps me to be strong in certain areas, but it's also in life, to qualify all this, there's no point in doing something that is really quite dangerous. And we do try to avoid all those situations. But in this place in here, you have to really watch your footing.
Yeah.
Because we're sitting on a fairly
big hill.
a big hill with a gradient that's steep at times, and you have to hang on to branches to get through. So We're going to try to avoid those on the way out. And Susie wants to take a walk further to see what it's like.
Like go to the end of this trail.
Well,
Anyway.
if we go to the end, we might just get out.
You know, if it's any consolation, if you fell down the hill, you wouldn't go very far because there's so many trees to stop you. Don't try it. Don't try this at home. Anyway, it's lovely, and I love the birds. And we're well shaded by the trees. And there's lots of sunlight dancing on the floor. And tons of, what is this? It's not pine, it's, what's the other tree?
Cedar.
Cedar, lots of cedar. Listen to that bird, he just doesn't give up. Oh. There he goes. He's talking about us. On our way back, we saw all these mushrooms covering the floor, the ground. I wonder if they're edible. And then some of them just sort of burst open like flowers. I have no idea what kind of mushrooms these are. If you have an idea, send me a note.